is the best identity theft protection service we've tested, and it's not even close. I've spent months comparing every major service, and in this video, I'll walk you through credit monitoring, dark web and data broker protection, security features, insurance pricing, and the competition. And I'll also share a discount link so you can get the best deal. This link supports the channel at no cost to you. Now, let's get started. Credit monitoring is the backbone of any identity theft protection service, and it's where Aura really separates itself from the competition. They cover all three credit bureaus, and in our own testing, the speed difference was obvious. When we had Aura and a competitor running side by side during credit checks, Aura's alerts hit our phones within minutes, while the other service sometimes took most of the day. At first, I thought that their 250 times faster claim was just marketing, but honestly, that's not far off from what I saw. And those extra hours matter if someone's applying for a loan in your name, knowing right away gives you time to catch it before it causes lasting damage. Or it also makes managing your credit simpler. The one-click Experian CreditLock is surprisingly handy, and they walk you through freezing your files at the other two bureaus as well. What impressed me the most, though, was the child credit freeze option. A lot of identity theft services treat kids like an afterthought, but Aura bakes in protection for their records so parents don't have to jump through hoops. Beyond credit, Aura's monitoring covers the usual suspects like social security numbers, driver's licenses, passports, and health insurance IDs. But it's the smaller details that made me feel like they were really thinking ahead. Address change alerts, for example. If someone reroutes your mail, they can steal sensitive documents before you even know they're missing. Aura flagged this instantly in our tests. They also monitor public records and even home and auto titles, so if someone tries to slide themselves onto your property deed, you'll get notified. You can customize up to 9 different items on your watch list, which gave me some peace of mind knowing the essentials were covered. On the financial side, Aura ties everything together. I connected my bank accounts, credit cards, and retirement account, and it didn't just flag transactions, it also picked up on attempts to change account details or add new users. What stood out most was how all of these pieces work together. Credit monitoring for new accounts, financial monitoring for existing ones, as well as the features we'll get into like dark web alerts as an early warning system. It felt less like scattered features and more like a net designed to catch threats from every angle. Now let's talk about dark web monitoring, because this is where things get genuinely fascinating. The dark web is basically the internet's sketchy back alley where criminals buy and sell personal information. It's not a place you'll want your data hanging out, to say the least. Aura's dark web monitoring is legitimately impressive. They consistently found more unique alerts than their competitors. We're talking about a significant difference, not just a slight edge. When your personally identifiable information shows up in some criminal marketplace, Aura finds it and tells you about it fast. They monitor up to 10 email addresses per user, which is more generous than most services. Your work email, personal email, that old college email you forgot about. Aura's watching all of them. And if your credit card numbers or financial data pop up somewhere they shouldn't, you'll know immediately. What I love about this feature is how proactive it is. Instead of waiting for identity theft to happen and then dealing with the aftermath, you're getting early warning signals. Here's another area where Aura really starts to separate itself from the pack: their privacy assistant feature. Data brokers are these companies that collect your personal information and sell it to basically anyone willing to pay. Your name, address, phone number, email, it is all out there being traded like baseball cards. Most people have no idea how much of their information is floating around on the internet. And frankly, it's terrifying. Aura's privacy assistant automatically sends opt-out requests to over 133 data brokers. But here's the kicker. They don't just send the request and forget about it. They scan, send requests, follow up, and resubmit opt-out requests if your data reappears. Because yes, these companies are sneaky enough to put your information back up after removing it. You get a dashboard where you can see the status of all your removal requests, completed, in progress, pending. It's like watching your digital footprint shrink in real time. Plus, they throw in email alias generation, so you can hide your actual email address when signing up for things, which reduces your exposure in future data breaches. This level of privacy protection used to require hiring a specialist service that would charge you hundreds of dollars annually. Aura includes it as part of their standard offering. Aura's threat resolution team isn't just a checkbox feature, it's actually one of the service's biggest strengths in my opinion. They're US-based, available 24/7, and when you call, you're not sitting on hold for half an hour listening to elevator music. They pick up quickly. I mean, really quickly, and you get connected to someone who actually knows what to do. If your identity gets stolen or your accounts are compromised, they'll walk you step by step through the recovery process. That means helping you file the right reports, contacting banks and creditors on your behalf, and making sure things don't slip through the cracks. If the worst happens, having a support team like this on standby can make all the difference between keeping your sanity and completely losing it. Insurance is one of those things every identity protection service advertises, but the fine print is usually where it falls apart. A lot of competitors will brag about $1 million in coverage, then stack on so many carve-outs that good luck actually getting reimbursed when you need it. Aura's policy stood out to me because it's written to be broad and not narrow. Each adult member gets up to $1 million in coverage, and family plans cover up to $5 million total. More importantly, it's not just a headline number, it covers things you'd actually deal with. Stolen funds, legal fees, lost wages from time spent cleaning up the mess, even the cost of refiling applications and verifying documents. Are there limits? Sure. They won't cover pre-authorized payments or fraud that existed before you signed up, and legal fees are capped at $125 an hour. But compared to the exclusions we've seen elsewhere, Aura's insurance feels like it's actually built to help you recover if the worst does happen. Pricing with Aura is pretty straightforward, which honestly feels rare in this space. They don't have tiers in their pricing, no basic plan that leaves out half the important features. Whether you're on the individual, couple, or family plan, you get the full package. Everything I've mentioned so far. The only real differences are how many people and devices you want covered. That is a big shift compared to most services. Plenty of competitors will make you upgrade just to get 3 bureau monitoring or tuck data broker removals into their top tier or as an add-on. Don't forget, if you're thinking of signing up, there's a discount link in the description that'll get you the best deal, so be sure to check that out. For families, there are parental controls. You can set screen limits, pause the internet, filter content, and monitor gaming interactions. There's also an online balance feature that flags changes in kids' digital habits, which some parents might find useful. Rounding things out, a browser extension that blocks trackers and phishing sites, plus spam protection that screens calls and texts so fewer scams go through. Is Aura my favorite antivirus or VPN? No, but having one in their default package is what's great here, especially if you don't have any of that set up yet. It's a little messy to suggest you should get that stuff separately in 2025. If you're the kind of person who would get a burger from Wendy's and then the fries at McDonald's, sure, pay for another VPN. But to me, the win here is in consolidating those types of other privacy subscriptions. Bottom line, Aura stands out with faster alerts, broader coverage, and clear pricing, backed by support that actually helps when it counts, and a solid insurance policy. More than features, it gives you peace of mind knowing that your family's information is protected. If you want the gold standard in identity theft protection, use the discount link below to get started with Aura today.